Hello friends of the Northern Entertainment, welcome to another episode of my heavy haul series. As you can see, I finally got a new paint job. Unfortunately you can't see it really well because it's very dark, but yeah, there is some problems with it yet, it's far from perfect. But I needed to get something done because I took the thing apart, and I did want to get recording again, so yeah, it is what it is for now. It looks good from that perspective. I have no idea why it looks from this perspective white. Neither do I. Well, I have kinda an idea why my interior is now completely yellow from the outside, but oh well. Those things are happening if you get into modding, and as I said, it was a rather quick job. So I have another version of this truck where I have the UV texture completely redone, and there are not those problems, but I didn't get to put it in yet. And plus, I do not have the money to get rid of this truck and buy another one, so I will have to do with this one for now. Because I am teetering on the brink of bankruptcy with this. As you can see, I'm at the moment 5,000 in red, and unfortunately I started the reason that you didn't see an episode yesterday like usually, but today, which is when this download comes up, is Thursday. Usually it would have been Wednesday, is because well, I was so busy lately with modding that quite frankly I didn't get to pre-record like I usually do. So what ended up happening was that I had to pretty much record the same night that I upload, which I did, no problems there. However, the problem with this was in the end that for whatever reason it didn't record my microphone, so yeah, I was done at around 3:30 in the morning with recording, or 3, and then I noticed that I can't use anything of this footage because the microphone didn't record. So you can imagine that I was very, shall we say, annoyed, and that's putting it very nicely, with myself. So yeah, that was that. So again guys, I apologize that there was no episode yesterday, but yeah, sometimes things just don't work out the way you would like them to, but nonetheless, we are here, we are in the truck, and we are going towards Italy right now with a super long load. Well, not super long really, but certainly long enough to in the world. Oh, of course. As I was saying, long enough to cause problems for us. And yeah, unfortunately you missed the first half hour of this trip, which was from Hanover. We are right now in Nuremberg, which is way south of Hanover in Germany. And we are on our way back onto the highway, which is gonna take us from Nuremberg. We're gonna go further south through Austria, and from Austria we will head into Italy, and Italy is where we're gonna deliver this load of steel drums, or of steel tanks. Now if this was Alberta, I would say this is most likely something with oil production, But since this is not Alberta, I'm really not quite sure what they use those tanks for. So if anybody knows, by all means, let me know. But regardless, as I said, we are here in the truck, and with that, we just see what the day brings. As you probably noticed, I do not use my... Oh my goodness gracious. Should maybe slow down. So, as I said, we are back in the truck and we are on our way to Italy, and I hope that within this episode I can actually finish this run, which I'm not sure, it's 500 clicks, 9 hours, so we should be able to make this without having to sleep, because I just come from a rest stop. And as I said, this run has to go as smooth as possible, because this is pretty much the last chance that I have to turn the thing around. I mean, I'm at minus 5,000 at the moment, and if I'm not careful, then this will very well be the last run of Northern Logistics before bankruptcy. But we hope this is not gonna happen and that this run will turn it around and I'm finally back in the black. I mean, it is my own fault, because in real life it is said that if you want to buy a truck and be an owner-op, this is what I tell all the owner-ops that I hire, or that we hire as a company. You have to have the money for the truck plus 20% at least. Or, to put it in a different perspective, you have to have enough to cover about 20% of what your truck costs new in cash or some other form. Because engines break and things can happen, unfortunately, and I really need to slow down. Because otherwise this is not gonna end so well. And yeah, as you see right now, since I am hauling this heavy load, I am actually splitting gears. Especially once you have an incline, you really want to start splitting gears, otherwise just put yourself in a bad spot. You end up in the turbo hole and you just won't be able to make it out, especially with a load that heavy. So, what else should we talk about while we spend this time here in the truck? Well, I'm pretty sure by now most of you guys heard the news that Alps yesterday decided to leave Code Zero Gaming. I'm personally very sad about it, but I do understand her decision. I fully understand her decision. And this is pretty much all I have to say to that topic. Because well, there are things that are really only topic for the parties involved. I mean, I know exactly why everything happened, but this is, as I said, this is between the parties involved directly, and that's really nobody else's business but those parties involved. And this is really all I'm gonna say about it. What does that mean for me? Well, for me, really, nothing changes. I'm still talking to Avs. I'm still talking to Tim, Dudrick, or anybody else. Bugs, Jeff, Zach, you name it. So, there's still gonna be multiplayer games. So for me, personally, not much changes. And I was back and forth if I should say anything at all, but I know a lot of people sent me text messages yesterday saying bring Alps back and whatnot, and I can tell you honestly, I do not think it's gonna happen, because, well, just because of the things that happened behind closed doors. But as I said, this is really, and this was the last thing that I'm gonna say about it, because, yeah, as you can tell, it's not an easy topic for me to talk about, because yeah, I am truly sorry that she left, but on that same token, we are still friends. We're gonna stay friends, and that's what we said before. It's more about friendship than anything else, and I see that. What? No, there was nobody. I should really pay attention to what I'm doing if I want to make any profit out of this run. It's an emotional topic for me, I'll be honest with you, because it's never nice if you see, well, for me personally, I really don't like when people fight, which is funny because I'm an ex-soldier, but it is what it is. I shouldn't say fight, disagree, I guess, is the better name, the better word to use. And before I get all emotional, I'm just gonna shut up now about that topic and go to happier topics. I don't know what I did wrong with my paint, but I figure it out. As some of you know, I was very active in the modding scene, or am very active in the modding scene from way before times of Euro Truck Simulator 2, so modding is one of my hobbies, just like making videos. So I'm pretty sure eventually I'll figure it out. And I really have to slow down. Well, I guess 90 is not too bad, all things considered. What's gonna be interesting is once we have to go through the Alps with this load, because this is quite the load, and going up and down serpentines. Oh, always happens. go towards the Alps. Haha. Oh boy, oh boy. I think I'm gonna stop and fuel up while I can. Oh wow, this load is really, really, really top heavy, I come to realize. And stop. Too soon. Okay. Here we go. So, no, I'm all combumbled. What did I want to do here? Yeah, as you probably can tell, I am not using my face track No IR right now, because as it turns out, the way I use it right now causes my ETS not to record sounds. So since I'm pretty sure you guys would like some sound in the videos, I am not using the face track No IR for my ETS2 videos. So. And we are in Austria. So now we're gonna start seeing the Alps here right away. Which means also there's gonna be a lot of shifting coming up. Innsbruck. Yeah, now that we are in Austria, we got to be more careful there. Because otherwise I'll never come back. Well, speaking of Austria, I also got, for you guys that actually seen the, thanks for letting me in there, buddy. For you guys that seen the... What? Ugh, this is still a problem. Now, for you guys that seen the live stream or the test episode of my bus simulator game, I did get a couple of add-ons for it already, and I downloaded a whole bunch of maps, so this is definitely something where you're gonna see me more. And this is something I'm really looking forward to. Is more simulators. You're gonna see more and more simulators on my channel. Train simulator, bus simulator, flight simulator, you name it. Because this is kind of where I come from, where I spent great many hours, like to the point of I have probably, if I count all the hours, well over 3,000 hours on Flight Simulator. I mean, I have 2,500 hours alone that I had with Virtual Air Canada. And flying was always one of, or aviation was always one of my biggest hobbies. Even growing up, my dad bought me this series, which was Airplanes of the World. And yeah, flying was always a big thing for me, and then as some of you know, I was in Army Aviation, so I guess I just carried from there. But anyways, yeah, so this is the short plan anyway. I am planning on doing more farming simulator. That was pretty brave, my friend. That was pretty brave. Speaking of brave, I gotta pull ahead of you there, because it looks like I have to turn off Zurich. There's gonna be Flight Simulator coming up, and definitely more Farming Simulator. So you can look forward to that. Yeah, this is one of those corners. Oh, right on. Oh boy. I have to take this one wide, otherwise this it might not survive as it is. Flippin'. Really? Ay, ay, ay. There. Oh, brother. What now? This is where I wish I had a pilot car, honestly. There. Should be clear on both sides now. All things considered, I should be able to be back in the black at the end of this run. Unless, of course, I make much more mistakes, which I don't know what's going on with me. Oh yeah. And here we go with the toll booths again. Boy oh boy, I hope this doesn't end up like the whatever the tree was called. Actually no, I'm gonna stay in this lane. The heck with it. Sue me. And I did it again. As usually. There. Sure thing. Stay up, you. Stay up. Now you can go back down. And now we are starting to get into the Alps. Yeah, ha ha ha. Fun. This is where we separate the man from the boys. I really don't know what they need these kind of tanks for in Italy, except for maybe making beer. Or, well, I guess wine would work too. And we are just about hola, hola. Huh? Did you see that? That was weird. I'm confused. Oh boy, and off the highway we go. Something really frame raped me there too. It's very unusual for my system anyway. Oh, you're right. Well. I'm supposed to have right of way here. Hopefully he knows that too. This is not gonna work. And of course there is another one right behind me already, so I can't really sit as far back as I would like to. First world problems, I guess. Do not drive ahead until the trailer is past you. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is gonna be so close. This is going to be so close. Oh, what am I supposed to do here? As long as I do it slowly enough, it shouldn't register as a crash. And you know what? In real life, he would pull back. Because he probably likes his alpha. Having said that, we just say that's okay. From here on out, it's slower going because narrower roads by far. And up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill. So we will have to take that nice and slow. This is definitely not made for loads that wide. Oh, here we go again with that. got me a little bit worried there for a second. I didn't think she's gonna recover. My poor little truck. With a brand new paint job. Oh look, there's a cow. Yeah, you can definitely tell that my engine lost power because it's not going as well anymore. Oh well. But I guess my plan of finishing my run this episode is pretty much now out of the window because we are right at a 30-minute mark. So what I'm gonna do is I will pull over at the next fuel station, which is right here, and I will end this episode. Nothing? Well, anyways. We call this episode done here. And I hope you join me for this last little bit of the trip. There is 188 clicks left on this tour. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. And I hope to see you guys on the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and God bless you.